It's been 2 years since I was first sworn into Congress, and I wanted to share some of the work that we've been able to accomplish in that time. All of it done in partnership with the incredibly innovative and compassionate communities of Colorado's 2nd Congressional District. In our first term, we passed major Colorado wilderness legislation through the House of Representatives, which would preserve 400,000 acres of public lands across our state. The first time that this has been done in over a decade. 9 of our bills were sent to the president's desk to be signed into law, including our legislation to support our mountain communities through funds for rural schools, road maintenance, and emergency response, legislation to protect wildlife in the Platte River Basin and ensure constituents in the town of Minturn can access the local water supply at the Bold Stitch Headgate, our bill to authorize the first ever outdoor monument honoring the women's suffrage movement was signed into law. We held 46 town halls, 2 State of the District events, and launched the first of its kind Service Town Hall initiative. We brought congressional committees to Colorado for 3 field hearings to hear directly from our communities and ensure that Colorado's voice is included in our legislating. The Select Committee on the Climate Crisis came to Boulder, Colorado to hear from local leaders and scientists, and 10 of our bills to tackle the climate crisis were included in the committee's end-of-the-year report. I traveled with Speaker Pelosi to Madrid, Spain for COP25 to ensure the world that the U.S. is still committed to tackling climate change. Congress also passed our bill to invest in regenerative agriculture research. We brought the Antitrust Subcommittee to Colorado as part of our investigation into anti-competitive behaviors in the digital marketplace, and we questioned the CEOs of the 4 largest technology companies in the world as part of that investigation. My bill to ensure a critical antitrust enforcement program is reauthorized and strengthened was signed into law, and through my role on the House Judiciary Committee, we engaged in critical oversight duties of the Trump administration, questioning Attorney General Barr about the pattern obstruction from this White House and traveling to El Paso, Texas on a fact-finding mission about conditions at our border and questioning key officials about inhumane practices. In 2020, our communities faced tremendous challenges: a once-in-a-century health and economic crisis, brutal and devastating wildfires. But we came together. We partnered with local and state officials, public health experts, firefighters, and emergency response officials to problem solve and help where we could. We worked with the CDC to ensure our local firefighters were given priority COVID-19 testing. We worked with FEMA to bring in recovery funds for the Cameron Peak, Calwood, and East Troublesome fires. We introduced 13 bills to equip and support our communities amidst COVID-19, and several of our proposals were incorporated into the economic relief package, which was signed into law, including our proposal to increase SNAP benefits by 15%, make improvements to the Strategic National Stockpile, support our small businesses, and provide relief for our child care facilities. All in all, we passed 19 bills through the U.S. House of Representatives, and we worked with constituents to solve their problems, solve unemployment claims, access small business loans, receive economic impact payments from the IRS. Together, we successfully solved cases for over 1,300 constituents and returned nearly $2 million to those in our district. When Allie Tumblin wrote my office about an issue she was having with her insurance company who would not pay for the hearing device she needed, we introduced legislation to fix it, named Allie's Act in her honor. And we traveled across the district and met with so many of you. We spoke with teachers, firefighters, parents, small business owners, researchers, students, county leaders, and whomever we could to better understand the diversity and the uniqueness of our wonderful district. And we're so ready to get to work in the 117th Congress to continue working to deliver for our district and for the great state of Colorado.